You are all most welcome to this exercise where we are going to share a few basics regarding translating of a message of a text from the original language into our local languages in Uganda. My name is Kato. I am a church elder. I am a retired administrator, a teacher of agriculture, and currently serving as a Bible translator from Hebrew, Greek, English into Lunyala, a local language spoken in Nakasongola, Kayunga, Lyandongo, Luyende, and elsewhere. Once again, I hope this program will benefit particularly those who will come on board to serve as translators of materials meant for the ladies program. One is, what is translation? Translation is retelling as exactly as possible the meaning of the original message. The meaning of the original message in a way that is natural in a new language, which this time we are going to call the receptor language. In the definition, we have two key words. One, there is original language. This is the language in which the text or the message was originally written. And for that matter, the Bible was written in Hebrew, Greek, and this has to be translated into English, then later on into our local languages. Now, the second terminology here is a receptor language. This is the language into which the message is being translated. So you and me coming in for this noble cause is important. Why? Because much of our community, not many of the women out there, leave alone the men, may not know the good English that can fully understand the message in their local languages. So there is a need to translate. That's why you'll find that we are saying in the world there are over 600 languages. 6,000 languages, 6,000 languages. But of the 6,000 languages, only 600 have got a full Bible, New and Old Testament. And roughly about 2,700 or a little more have got the New Testament only. And yet it is said that go and preach to every tribe, language, race, and nation. And you cannot do this very well unless you are communicating in a language that people feel is touching them, or that they feel that is theirs. So the need for us to come in as translators. Why are we again translating? Each of the languages we have spoken about, one, they have words and expressions, but these are different from language to language. Words and expressions are different. Two, the way these words are arranged, the way these words are arranged is also different. And then, if a translator is to do this job very well, he may use two methods. One, he may do it word for word, word for word, just as it is in English. King James endeavors to do this explanation somehow, but it follows a word to word. But most current translations follow the second method, which we call meaning based. Meaning based. That means the translator has to study and read thoroughly well the original text, reference it, get all the necessary information pertaining to the background, such that he translates exactly the message. Now, when we say word for word, well, that is good. However, sometimes we miss out, and we should not stick to it too much. The second one is where we are saying we use a meaning-based translation. And this is the one we are going to be following, because in this one, it is the message. And remember, in good translation, number one, the message should be accurate. The message should be accurate. What somebody spoke and meant the original person to understand is what the Munyoro, the Muganda, the Munyankole, the Muchiga, the Aruru, the Luo should get. That is the original message. This message nothing should be added to it, and nothing should be subtracted from it. Okay, that is the first point. Number two, the message should be clear. The message should be clear, and unless the message is expressed in a simple language that people do understand, then people may not understand exactly what you want them to understand. So, the message should be clear. And then, lastly, the message should be expressed in a natural form. The message should be expressed in a natural form. I want to give an illustration which is simple. When we say ladies and gentlemen, that is natural to the Western, to the English speaking, because there it is ladies first. But when you are called upon to translate that into English, in order for it to sound natural for the Ugandans and the local Ugandans, we say abakyala, abami n'abakyala. Yet in English it was ladies and gentlemen, which would have been abakyala n'abami. Yet in Uganda we say men and women. That is making this translation natural. This brings in an element of acceptability when it is expressed in a way that people understand. The last illustration I want to give is whereby you have, for example, somebody has written this simple writing on his shop, and it says Big Mommy's Shop. Now, if we were to go for word, it will be Big Munene, Mommy, Mama, Shop. But that is not the way we speak. In our traditional languages, we say Eduka lya Mama Omunene. So, you see, In the first one, we covered the three basic things. One, mommy, mama. Big, munene. Then three, we have what we are calling shop. Yet in the natural formation, we are saying a duka, that is the shop, lya mama, of mommy, omunene, who is big. So it would be good that we do the translation using even idioms, proverbs which are natural and people that are used too. So I want to believe that as we go along translating these materials, they will sound natural and people will appreciate them as being theirs. As a matter of fact, it should not, a translator should not feel that it is being translated. No, no, no. He should feel that it is in his or her original setting or language. So may the Lord bless us as we come on board to translate these materials following the basic principles that I've outlined before in this particular exercise or discussion. God bless you and thank you very much.